I don't believe the New Testament teaches tithing. I don't. And when I say tithing, I mean a giving of 10%. So tithe is 10%, right? I don't believe anywhere in the New Testament you can find a passage that teaches tithing. You're required to give 10% of your income. If you find that text, show me. You'll look a long time, you won't find it. It's not there. The Bible, the New Testament does not teach tithing. We don't believe in 10% required tithing. In the Old Testament, they had actually 3 tithes. People use the Old Testament as warrant to argue for New Testament tithing. They say, well, they had to give 10% in the Old Testament. We'll read the whole thing. They had to give like 33%. There were 3 tithes in the Old Testament. It added up to over 30% of their giving, and it was essentially a tax because Israel was existing as a theocracy. So there was a need for the people of God to be taxed to support the theocracy of their cultural government. So if you want to use the Old Testament to argue for New Testament giving, then you are ponying it up to 33.5% because that's about what it was in the Old Testament. So don't go there to prove your tithing point. God is interested in just your 10% and you keeping the rest. He's interested in every penny you have because it's his anyways. And so I believe the bar for giving doesn't go down in the New Testament because there's no teaching on it. I believe it goes up because the root of it is grace. Give in proportion to the grace you've received from Jesus.